this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
We are down to 2 goblins.
And Mr. Ranger.
Let's see.
Is it my turn
We're
yet?
done
No,
at 2.
actually,
You can save the day.
The other goblin in front of
Loesch.
Zavros just watched his friend get his head lopped off, and with a shaky sword is going to attack you for an 18 versus your armor class.
Nope.
Okay, now Loesch, your turn.
Excellent.
Lush.
The guy you marked is still up and trying to kill Fuego over here.
What is my
Can I call you Fiero?
what is my range between the
It's one of the characters from
untouched
Wicked.
guy and the
Whatever you need at this moment.
all right,
In the
so
future, you'll have to figure
Whatever,
it out.
you're
At
a-
the moment,
you're a
assume
common
it's exactly
elf.
what you need.
I can
I'm gonna call you Fiero.
You're gonna try to get both of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Assassin, I might add.
I am switching the mark to the
Noble,
undamaged one though.
blessed
So
There is
bird.
no undamaged
Ladrin.
one. Both of them are down.
alright, the one with the most
Yeah,
hit
you
points.
guys are just gonna get along
If it's the
famously.
new
That's the
guy.
one.
True.
The one with the most hit points is the one you've marked.
I'm lawful
So
good.
I'm keeping
by
that the
way.
same.
Okay.
No, I'm just
And
regular.
so I'm gonna do twin strike.
Lawful good is
So
better.
plus 5 versus AC.
Just
Alright.
pick.
Go nuts.
What do they all mean?
It just basically means your
It
disposition.
basically it determines
20.
like how
Nice, you hit him.
natural.
Oh, no, he
No.
had to add him. Okay.
So that's
attack the second one.
And we'll see what the damage is first. Look, like, basically, the idea is that I'm pulling the swords out and going like this on both of them, right?
Yep. And so what happens is, whenever you guys attack more than one guy at the same time, like I'm attacking 5 guys, you roll to hit everyone. You only roll damage.
17.
23, 22.
You hit them both.
Perfect.
Roll your damage.
As my damage is two-handed. Is two.
What does it say?
Is your weapon damage is 1d8.
1d8. And
So-
is that what about the hunter's
You
quarry?
do that after. Roll 2d8s for damage.
All right, cool. So
We'll just roll them separately. Decide which.
all right, cool.
Don't go
You're
too far
attacking.
because I have a feeling we're about to murderize the rest of these goblins.
You're attacking the first guy.
All right, so I'm attacking the first guy, the guy that I marked.
Okay.
That's why that's important.
I rolled a 7,
Now roll another d8 for your hunter's quarry damage
and
against.
so now I'm
No,
rolling
7.
7 plus
I'm good for now.
2, so
So
9
hit
damage.
that guy for 9, and the other guy roll it again.
And then the second guy that I did not mark is for 4.
Solid.
Okay.
Crunchy right now.
All right, everyone, paying attention because we're about to. Awesome things are about to happen. So our two-handed ranger over there just sliced open the gut of one of these goblins, who survives long enough to watch his intestines fall out before he falls to the ground.
Awesome.
The second one takes a cut right up his side, and he feels his arm go limp, but he's still alive. And he looks around, he sees the murdered corpses of all of his comrades, and swears in Goblin and books it.
Damn
Does
right.
does anyone speak Goblin?
I do.
Lost experience.
Do you
Does
speak
it
Goblin?
say it on your character
Okay, does
sheet?
it say on your character sheet under it says class, race, alignment, language? Under
If you're pulling
language,
shit out of your
He
ass.
said your mama was a whore.
does it say Goblin?
You speak Common and what?
Common Elven.
Come on,
Does
Elvin.
anybody speak Goblin?
I'm pretty sure he said your mama was a whore.
We all speak
How do you speak
Elven.
Did I take a
Draconic?
random pot
That's
shot
right.
at the
No,
one
some
running
of you-
away?
Yeah.
Some of you have Draconic, some of you
I
have
take another
Draconic.
hit from my seer and say, motherfucker.
So he dashes off. You hear you hear Travius screaming in what sounds like anger. And so just now, to be clear, we're out of initiative. This means that we're no longer going in everybody's order.
We're out of combat.
So we put
We're
our
out-
weapons away, we're just...
You've all been distracted by not only watching this goblin scurry off into the woods, but
But
also
natural wildlife.
Travius is just yelling his brains out in Dwarven. Go ahead and everybody roll a perception check right now.
Which ones do we use for that?
Use your d20,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna look for perception. And you're gonna add 3 to it.
Okay.
17.
11.
12.
17.
Perception. What the hell is
17. I'm hearing 17, 11, 12,
15,
15, 14.
11.
Okay, those of you who
Everything's
got
okay.
over a 15 Look, everybody who's under 15 go rush off to go see why Travius is swearing so much. If you're over a 15, you happen to glance back out into the woods, and you see the goblin that is practically dead meet up with what looks like one or two others, and they go rushing up and over the hill. Just let me finish flavor text. So you all go running over to the cart, where you find Travius is now standing over the body of Dumbass.
How did I see that coming?
Yeah.
Fall over that.
Let's see. Do we have anybody who's got any sneak skills?
I have
Like a
stealth.
stealth?
I have very high stealth.
Stealth would be under your dexterity.
He probably does too.
Those of you who have a pretty high
With a
stealth,
minus
anyone can
one.
roll this, but go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
I got a -4, but I'm gonna give it a shot
Yep.
anyways.
All these
Yeah,
are
my stealth is a negative
Ooh,
1.
15, so that's 11.
Right?
We have
So
22.
12.
I have a 26.
Alright, so
Ooh.
two of you who got over 20, you know enough about sneaking around to see that somebody came up from behind Dumbass and slit his throat. This was a sneak attack on this guy.
Something you would have done.
I recognize this work.
probably.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it's like my.
Travius, however, is not screaming about the death of his brother Dumbass. What he's shouting at the top of his lungs is, "You dumbass, it's gone! It's gone! I told you to watch out for it, and it's gone!"
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So where's the stuff in the caravan?
Would you
Not
like
this-
to react in
Oh,
any
is
way?
that the? Why don't we ask what's going?
What's missing, Bo?
The most important thing, the thing I was having you all guard, the only reason the dumbass brother of mine was here was to watch the box, and it's gone.
Can I go look
What's
at
in
the
the box?
Would you like to go
I
look
couldn't
inside?
care. I
All
just
right.
think it's hilarious he's upset.
So go ahead and walk around the back of the cart. You're not going to need any kind of
Nope,
check
okay.
for this.
What check
Um,
could you do to figure out what
go
was
ahead
in
and-
the box?
Perception to see if there's any clues as to what's going on.
Well, in this case, what you're going to see in the back of the caravan
Can I do
is
an
very little
insight check instead?
insight into.
What's in the box?
Well, since the box isn't there to insight into, you're going to have to insight.
I roll a
into the
19 in
door.
insight for what's in the box.
So would you like to? Hey, so would you like to ask him what's in the box?
What's in the box?
David, do you have any
The
charisma?
family heirlooms
Not really.
of mine. This is all of the stuff that is important to my family as a dwarf. Were in that box. This was the only thing.
Flagons and flagons of ale.
Family heirlooms, personal artifacts, some of the most important stuff to my
Ale
family was in that
recipes.
box.
The
Ale
last
recipes.
pint of noble pills.
You notice in the back of the
dwarf,
caravan there
probably
is
a bunch of
very
fucking
little.
rocks.
There's there's a large wooden crate that looks like it's full of random bits of clothing. There's a couple of rolled up rugs of kind of a middling value. There's a couple of rusty weapons and like a suit of leather armor that looks like it might be Travius's, but he's looking a little too portly now to wear it. That's about it. It's a pretty barren
One of those
wagon.
rocks better be pretty shiny.
Well, there's
Can I
obviously
roll
something
a
he's not telling
history
us.
check to see if I can tell if this is like stuff that a dwarf would actually own.
As in personal artifacts and things like
Yeah.
that? Yeah, go ahead and so roll the d20 and add your modifier.
15 after my modifier.
As far as you know, yeah, dwarves tend to have very little as far as personal items, but yeah, they might, like
Okay.
anybody,
Family
have
heirlooms.
an heirloom,
It's
a
worth a
tablet of
shot.
stuff,
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Well, you would have got yourself down.
So,
So dumbass was assassinated. Is what you're saying?
that's what it looks like to
Dumbass
me, guys.
assassinated?
Oh, possibly by a goblin.
Dumbass asshole.
Maybe by one of us.
It looks like the attack
You were pretty
was...
occupied at the time.
Yeah.
Still,
Those
Are
are
we? So we are the only group guarding the caravan?
Yes.
We're in?
Well, it was Travius and Dumbass. It was the one, the one cart,
Right.
and the 6 of you.
That we were testing.
I rolled
Okay.
a cast suspicion.
No.
What? You can.
fail.
You
The
can
blade
see.
pointer.
Let's see. What, you think he's lying?
I think one of us is the murderer.
I think it's a
When's
reason.
Colonel
I think
Mustard?
okay. Let's try and get it.
This isn't
Wait.
Dungeons and Dragons Clue. We did that on the other night.
Okay, let's say he's
Wait,
one.
we
I'm
don't
trying
have a
to,
dwarf
like-
in our party?
I'm
Huh?
trying to
We don't have a dwarf
You
in
do
our
not have
party?
a dwarf in your party.
That would really fucking help right now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm trying
As
to
if a
cast
dwarf could
mistrust.
do an arcana
Well,
check
you
and
can
look at this
intimidate
shit
people.
and look at him
Yeah,
and see if it's from his family or if it's stolen
Okay.
shit.
I'm just thinking, does he want to do a perception check to see if he thinks like if he can tell if like
If
Travius killed dumbass. Like,
Would you like to?
Would that be perception?
Yes, I just want to know, like, did a goblin kill kill Demas, or was it one of us?
I don't think he was one of
That's
us.
not an option. We were
we're-
killing
Yeah, you all
goblins.
were involved in the fight with the
Yeah,
goblins,
so it's either-
pretty
what's-
much.
if Travius did, like
But you should see.
Is
you
insight
you
like
check and see
rolling
if he
for
has blood on his
CSI,
hands
and
or
we can
something.
look at what they touch?
Kind of.
DNA evidence.
Can I do an insight check to see if we know?
You can do. Let me offer
Basically,
some-
I'm on the goblin side.
Okay.
I want to
Let me
know
do-
if, in point of fact, the goblins were the ones that
Oh, your
attacked.
defense
Okay,
It's a
counsel.
distraction.
For those of you who want to do some CSI type stuff, there's a couple things you can do. You can roll an insight to see if you think that Travius is telling you the full truth.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a streetwise
Nope.
or a stealth to see if you
Nope.
can gather some more information
Yeah,
about the quote unquote
streetwise.
crime. Yeah, streetwise.
Not an option for me.
Information about the area.
Oh, what's true? -1.
Or if you want to do just a straight perception to see if anything jumps out.
I would love to do an insight check because my
As-
insight bonus is +8.
So what are you looking
I
for?
got a +10, so there.
I want to find out because he just seems he really doesn't give a shit about his brother. So I want to see what.
He was
Roll
good.
for me.
Yeah.
It's all about an insurance scam.
Oh damn it! That's a terrible roll. So it's a 13.
It's pretty obvious he doesn't give a shit about his brother, but it doesn't
Good
seem
job.
to make any sense to you that he would kill him.
Right.
You know, what's the point?
Mm.
Obviously, he's pissed off that this box of his is gone,
So-
and it was already in his possession. So why would he feign
Why would he?
someone
he stole it,
taking
yeah.
it?
Okay, he says that like the box of his was stolen was family heirlooms and stuff like that. That doesn't make much sense that he doesn't give a shit about his family then. So
Yeah.
should I?
Well, my brother was a dumbass. He drank all the time. He
There is
gambled
that.
away our money.
What
Like
race?
he's dwarf.
Oh, they don't give a shit about each other.
Yeah, not really. He
fair
gambled
enough.
away all of
They
our
definitely
money.
care about the Chevys.
He didn't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be in the family merchant
Okay.
business. All he did was ever leech off of
Fair
me. I'm glad he's gone.
Okay.
So what is this? You said something about
can
stealth.
I would like to ask-
cover up.
Yeah, you've got stealth and thievery. So not only are you good at hiding, but you can kind of perceive.
Knife that I
You
can
know,
use
so
to open
this
this with.
dumbass was obviously
top
killed
drawer.
by someone who snuck up
Yeah,
behind
back
him and
to
slit
your
his throat.
black
So if you wanted maybe
Sorry,
do
knife.
another check to see if you can see any more information, if you think that
Is it? How would I want to do a check to see if there's any tracks or any trail left behind
That's
from
what I was
this?
thinking.
that
See
is going
what
to be,
direction.
you're going to want to look at a nature check, or you can do just a regular perception check. And you're going to want to look around in the general
You
area.
always want to do a perception check.
Just the Ranger strong.
I
We
have,
got a couple rangers specced out in different ways.
I
They
have
always
8
want-
natures.
What's your perception?
3.
You do nature.
So
I'll
you
do
do
perception.
nature. He does
Yeah, so
perception.
you're looking around for tracks or
Oh my
Okay,
god,
so
we're
roll
working
your
as a team?
D20
Yeah.
I gotta work against
all
this.
your checks are always
I
a
can make
d20
these two guys
plus
hate
the
each other.
modifier.
Oh, 5.
Plus
And being the only neutral party
13.
member here, I think I'm
13
gonna have
and
to smack
yours?
some sense.
Perception for me?
Perception would be 25.
Okay,
They
so the
don't-
two of
they
you go
like
around
each
the
other.
back of
There's no way they're
the
gonna
cart.
kill each other.
You've taken a closer look than our cleric has, being a bit more streetwise, and you can see that someone's actually rummaged around, like the rug seems to have been pushed aside, the box that has all of his belongings was tipped over. So it looks like someone was back there, and as you're looking around, you can definitely see 2 sets of goblin feet are running off into the woods from the back of the van.
Okay.
The caravan. You take a moment and follow them out into the woods, and you see that they're joined by blood splatters on the ground that seem to lead up and over the hill that you saw.
So that's gonna tie in with like me and Alas were like noticed as Travius was yelling. We noticed that there's a couple of goblins that met up with the ones that
Oh,
was happening
okay.
to them. So
Right.
that might be they might have been an ambush and then
It
also
was
a
an
bit of a
ambush.
it was obviously an ambush, but it might have
But it
also
was
been
staged. They knew
it
exactly
would
what
they
they were doing.
there was
Right.
some
Except
sacrificial
they
land
let
thrown to the
5 of
wolf,
them
as it
die.
were.
Yeah.
They
So-
thought they could overpower you, but they had their steeds go in the back.
So they
Classic
had
maneuver,
so
especially with
it was all
those
part of the same attack. I feel.
Probably.
Really?
High five.
So